Okay, hi. Um, I was a little bit late on making a review for Weapons. I was gonna do it like pretty much right after I saw the movie, but I didn't really know how to feel about this one. And this always happens when I'm not too keen on a movie, but either everyone on the internet or everyone that I saw the movie with is like, oh my gosh, like it's so good. It's so good. I love this movie. Or even just singing some sort of praise for it. And I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that's not too keen on this right now. And so that's what happened with Weapons. I saw it, and the people that I saw it with really liked it, and I am baffled. I am truly baffled. I gave this out of 5 stars, 2.5 stars. So I originally gave this 3 stars, but then I I only gave it 3 stars because I felt peer pressured, honestly. I was like, 3 stars, I feel like it's good. It's not going to get me in any hot water. But I'm like, in my heart, in my soul, I felt like I wanted to give it 2.5. So I was like, you know what? Screw peer pressure. This is what I feel. 2.5. So I feel like there's so much about this movie that I didn't like. Even giving it like 2.5, I was like, it feels like a little generous to me. This movie was just not for me. Like, I could totally see this, and I thought this watching the movie, I could totally see this being someone else's thing. It just wasn't my thing. Like, I didn't think it was a bad movie per se. It just wasn't for me. And to me, it was kind of disappointing that this was produced by the same people that produced Barbarian, and it didn't give me Barbarian like at all. Like, I didn't get that vibe at all. With Barbarian, you didn't know what to expect, you know what was gonna happen, and this one, it was barely like that. I don't know. It just, if anything, I felt like Together, that I reviewed, last week, Together gave me more Barbarian vibes, but in a different way, in a way I don't want to spoil for you guys. But anyways, if you've seen the teaser or like anything, literally anything about Weapons, about this, any promos or anything, the first like 20 minutes of the movie, I'm not even joking, the first part of the movie, they play the trailer, like literally exactly the trailer where or whoever the kid is, I don't know, I always thought it was like some kid, and I didn't really figure out who it was at the end anyways, but it's just some kid being like, one day at 2:17 all these kids walked up, never to be seen again, whatever. And unfortunately, that was like a slog to get through. The first part of a horror movie is a slog. Like, I don't know. That's not a good sign. And the way that the movie was told, I said this in my review, it felt like I was reading a book. Like, for me, it's rare or unique or special if a movie has rewatchability, because I'm not typically someone that rewatches movies unless it's like High School Musical 2. Okay, I don't rewatch movies because I just don't see the point. I already know what's going to happen. Like, I'm just not someone that does that. So if a movie, let alone a horror movie, can make me want to rewatch it, like, that's a high bar. That is a high bar that barely gets reached. Okay. So with Together, I really wanted to rewatch it because of the way like it went about, like revealing stuff. Like, I really enjoyed it. But the way Weapons went about revealing stuff, it took away all chances of it being rewatchable. It's told in like chapters, which is kind of cool, I guess. And don't get me wrong, when I say like I felt like I was reading a book, I'm a book girly, okay? I love a book, but again, it's also like, how often am I reading books? Like, pretty much never. And reading books is great, but it takes a long time to get through a book, at least for me, because I'm a slow reader. And that's what this movie felt like. It took forever to like finally get to where we were. Like, there was no real reveals or twists, or there was no twists, honestly. There was just like a reveal of like the answers as to why these kids were doing this, and like that's it. And I don't want to like give anything away, but that reveal didn't happen until like literally the last 15 minutes of the movie. And this is 2 hours and 8 minutes. I hate to keep comparing it because I just saw this movie and there's nothing else to compare it to, but Together was only 90 minutes. You know how I feel about my 90-minute movies. I love a 90-minute movie. This was 2 hours and 8 minutes, and I was a little like, ooh, I don't know. Like, I know that's like a weird thing to be like wary of, but it's only with horror movies, you know, because it's like, how much do we really have to unpack here, you know? But I was like, okay, if they could not make it feel like it's gonna be 2 hours, like if I could be like, oh my gosh, I never want this to end, like that's how I felt with Late Night with the Devil. I was like, I never want this to end. Like, I didn't even know where I was. Same thing with The Substance. I was like, where am I? I don't know, but I'm in it. This one, like, it did not, like, I didn't care about literally anyone. Literally anyone. And there was like some goofy, laughy comedy, but it wasn't like good. I don't know. It not like good. It wasn't just, it was like comedy in the way that Barbarian had some comedy. It was like a couple jokes here and there, or like one character that was like the comedic relief, and that was about it. But yeah, the way that everything got revealed, it was just like, I felt the length of this movie pretty much like after the third or fourth chapter. Like I said, it's told in chapters, and I just don't like, I like that. I like a movie being told in like multiple POVs, but the way they went about it, and like they showed you multiple POVs, but like you still didn't get any answers. It was just like more shit was happening, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it wasn't satisfying. And I liked the ending. I mean, the ending, I was like, you know, without giving anything away, I was doing that in the theater. But that's pretty much the only part I liked. Honestly, like, that ending justified my 2.5 stars. Pretty much the ending was my all 2.5 feeling. So I was kind of just like putting off making a review. I wanted to see what other people thought of it. And I think I'm alone in thinking that this isn't a good movie. Like, I'm seeing video titles that were like, oh my god, best movie of the year, save the horror genre, or like, I don't know, which again could be all clickbait. I don't watch those videos because I was like, I just don't care. Yeah, but I was thinking more about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to say my piece, because there needs to be a safe space on the internet for people who didn't like this movie, like myself, to feel safe. You know, like, there needs to be that side of the internet, because all I'm seeing, at least me, all I'm seeing is this movie's so great, you know, giving it high star ratings, best movie of the year, whatever. And I'm like, I just don't feel that way. It was the same thing with Final Destination Bloodlines. People were like, oh, you're just not a Final Destination fan. I'm like, I always have the consensus where if you liked Final Destination Bloodlines, you don't like Final Destination. Like, you don't like Final Destination series the way that I like it, the reason why I like it, and that's okay. Like, we can like different things, it's fine. So I was like, let me just put this out there. If anyone else is like, I didn't really like Weapons, but everyone's talking about how great Weapons is, it's okay. I see you. I hear you. I also didn't like weapons. So yeah, that was disappointing. 2.5 stars out of 10. That would probably be like a 6, honestly. Maybe a 6 or a 5 seems really low. So I'll just say 6 because there were parts that I liked, but it's like the comedy wasn't funny enough for me to be like, they did it well, or like, I think the general statement I can say for this movie is it just wasn't for me. I could totally see this being for someone else, and it apparently is. Even in the theater, I saw that it was for people around me watching, having a, grand old time. It's just not for me, and that's okay. Like, it's, you can't please everybody, and that's fine. So, with that, there are more good movies coming out later on in the year. Chris Stuckman's movie is going to be coming out, which is Neon and produced by Mike Flanagan. Like, I did not know that, and I just watched the trailer today. That's crazy. And also another Neon movie. I forget what it's called. But yeah, I'm excited for more to come. So let me know if you've seen this movie, if you like it, if you don't like it, all that jazz. But this is my review about it. Didn't like it. I'm so sorry if that hurts your feelings. So anyways, have a great rest of your day. Just thought I'd hop on. I'll see y'all in the next one.